This is a DonnaBilt diorama, Artist Studio #1, made as a gift for my art teacher and his wife, Paul and Dina Foropoulos. I was originally inspired to make this studio by a flyer that was put out for the art exhibitions that Paul and Dina have during the year for their students. And then they made flyers that had more of Paul's artwork on it. Paul and his wife, Dina, his business partner, give so much to their students who take lessons from Paul that I wanted to give them something back. So all of the artwork in the studio is Paul's artwork. The black sofa, black chair, the bookcase, and the easel, and the Adirondack chair were purchased items. Everything else was handmade. Oh, this was purchased too, the little urn. The design of the studio, it's not a full-scale room, but the scale is still 1 inch to 1 foot. The room is 12 inches this way, 6 inches deep, and of course a 6-inch extension on the front. I was concerned about having a full-size room box that would just be too large, but I did make the ceiling high so that I could display more of the artwork. The artwork was glued to balsa wood, and custom-made frames were made for all the pictures that are hanging on the wall. Like a real artist studio, there's unframed pictures in the corner that are additional artwork that Paul has done. The artist table here, holding a palette box and a jar of paintbrushes and a little roll of paper towels I built. The radio I made. Everything else that's on the bookcase was either purchased or cut out of magazines or something like that. The little art box with the tubes of paint. Each tube of paint was handmade and received 7 different coats of paint to make it. The paint brushes themselves were handmade and received 5 different coats of paint. Everything was around the pictures. This is gold leaf around the frames and gold leaf around the jar up there. Just trying to dress things up a little bit. You can see out here on the front we have real sand, real seashells from the Gulf of Mexico, a stone wall out here made of real stone and stucco used to hold it together. The exterior of the building is also covered in stucco, and then this is a terracotta roof that you purchase that looks like that, but I did paint it and give it a darker color. Still trying to figure out how in the world Palm Harbor, Florida ended up with such a talented artist and his wonderful wife, but I'm happy it did. They changed the life of everybody who walks into their studio, so thank you to Paul and Dina.